In other local news, the Bodubala Sena organization staged a protest march today to condemn the various forms of pressure being exerted on the Buddhist community in Bangladesh.
The group, who engaged in religious observances close to the Buddhist statue at the Vihara Mahadevi Park in Colombo, also engaged in Adhisthana Puja at the Colombo Municipal Council grounds. They later marched towards the Bangladesh High Commission in Colombo. Amongst parties' non-violence, we have proved that our weapon of non-violence is far more powerful than any other weapon. The group that engaged in a protest opposite the Bangladesh High Commission then handed over a letter to the office. This is the footage that was captured by our cameras at this point.
ආනාපති කාර්යාලයේ හිටපු නිලධාරීන් හෝ කවුරුන් හෝ අර උඩ ඉඳගෙන වීඩියෝ කරනවා දැකලා
Somebody in the march may have seen someone from the High Commission or someone else recording this from up there and might have thrown some stones brought inside a helmet. Some acts of this nature may take place. We should be patient.
කඩාකප්පල් කරා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඒක විසීමෙන් බලන්න වෙනවා. කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අපි දැන් මේ හොයාගත්තා. අපි කෙනාගේ පෝටල් මට වැදුනා. අපි ආන්දර බලන්න එම්බසි එකට ඕවගේ කරනවා නම් ඒතර මොකටද අපි මේ වෙලාවේදී පොලිසිය නිලධාරී මහත්තුන්ට එක දෙයක් කියන්නේ.
We wish to tell the police as well, do not look at this in a wrong way. Everyone says that someone bought stones in a helmet and attacked and fled the area. The water bottles came afterwards. We controlled it.
ඔය වතුර බෝතල් ලැබිලා තියෙන පිටිපස්සෙන් අපි යන්තම් පාලනය කළා මේ හාමුදුරුවෝම වාඩි කරේව. දැන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. ඔව් ඒ නිසා අපි කියන්නේ මොකද එහෙම කිව්වොත් ඒක අපේ සංවිධානයට හොඳ නෑ. මම ත්‍රිවිල් එකේ ඇවිද්දී ඒක බ්ලොක් එක. ඒක ත්‍රිවිල් එකකින් බැලලා මාත්‍යම් මම පයින් ආවා. දාගන්න මම. දාගන්න වලේ. දාගන්න. පිටසක. අර ඉස්සරහට නැගින්ද?
ආනාපති කාර්යාලයේ නිලධාරීන්ට දන්වා ලබාගත් අවසරය මත තමයි.
They arrived there after obtaining permission from the High Commission. Someone had hurled stones at the High Commission. One glass was damaged. One person was arrested on suspicion of hurling the stones. The Cinnamon Garden Police is conducting further investigations.
අත්අඩංගුවට ගෙන තිබෙනවා දැනට කුරුඳුවත්ත පොලිසිය මගින් මේ සම්බන්ධව අපි පරීක්ෂණ පවත්වාගෙන යනවා.
Meanwhile, attention was drawn to this incident at a media briefing held today. Minister of Public Coordination and Public Affairs Mervyn Silva also attended the media briefing. Bangladesh is very close to us. It also has ties to Sri Lanka. We are hurt to see and hear of such wrong acts taking place there. Those wrongdoers should be punished so that this does not happen again.
දඬුවම් කරන්න මෙවැනි දේ තවත් සිදු නොවිය යුතුයි කියලා විශේෂයෙන් මම මහජන කටයුතු ඇමතිවරයා හැටියට මම ඉල්ලීමක් කරනවා.
මේක ලෝක සාමයේම බාධා
This is a conspiracy to destroy world peace. This is an era where we need unity and brotherhood among all religions and ethnicities.
මිත්‍රත්වයේ සහයෝගය අවශ්‍ය යුගයක්.
එත්ත බෞද්ධාගම දහන කවුරුත්
A true Buddhist would never disrespect Islam or a Muslim or any other religion. Islam has also never said to disrespect any other religion. No true Muslim will cause such disrespect.
ආගමට අගෞරවය කරන්න කියලා. මේ අගෞරවය කරලා තියෙන එත්තටම
මුස්ලිම් ඉස්ලාම් ආගම අදාන භක්තිකයෙක් නෙවෙයි. බංගලාදේශයේ ඒ රජයට මම ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා හින්දු පූජකතුමා හැටියට.
As a Hindu priest, I would like to tell the government of Bangladesh to look into this matter and provide some sort of relief to our Buddhist brothers.
දුක් වෙලා ඉන්න බෞද්ධ ජනතාවට සහෝදරයට සැලසීමක් කරලා දෙන්න බවත් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
After the media briefing, the group visited the Bangladesh High Commission in Colombo to hand over a letter.
ලියුමක් බාර දෙන්න තියෙනවා. ජෝ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සිංහල මිනිස්සෙක් නේ. රයිට්. මේ ලියුම බාර දෙන්න ලෑස්ති කරනවා. සර් එන්න එන්නකෝ. නෑ සර්. සර් එක කතා කරන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ වෙන්න. පොඩි වරු පොලිසල වරු. මේ ගුවන්සේලා වස්තමකුයි ආගමික නායකයෝ වස්තම. මේනින් නාන්සේලා ඉකලම. වලිමෝලේ වංග. වලිමෝලේ මේකට හින්දු පුරුක.
Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, says that 70,000 families living in poor conditions in Colombo will be given alternate housing in close proximity to their original houses. He disclosed this at the inauguration of the 6th annual sessions of the Institute of Environmental Professionals, Sri Lanka.
The 6th annual sessions of the Institute of Environmental Professionals Sri Lanka commenced in Colombo today under the theme Urban Regeneration and Environmental Balance. The Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, was the chief guest at the session.
In terms of developing the city, the improvements being made to the lives of the people in underserved and unauthorized settlements are particularly noteworthy. These settlements are mostly on government lands in various parts of Colombo. These settlements lack basic facilities and sanitation. Under the resettlement of underserved settlements project being undertaken by the Urban Development Authority, some 70,000 families living in poor conditions in Colombo will be given housing in high-rise buildings designed and constructed to a good standard. These buildings will come up in close proximity to the original homes of these families.
The funeral of J.R. Richards, who served as a senior official at the Capital Maharaja organization, will be held tomorrow. J.R. Richards was 65 years of age at the time of his passing. Richards, who was born on the 24th of August 1947, was a proud product of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. He joined the Capital Maharaja organization as a junior executive in 1977. He served as factory director at Eslon Lanka and also served in senior positions in several companies of the Capital Maharaja Group.
Moving on to business news tonight, a group of independent shareholders convened a media briefing in Colombo today over the current activities of the Colombo Stock Exchange and its regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Speaking at the media briefing, former chairman of a leading bank, Mahendra Ambar Surya, expressed these views.
Problem with auditors is that in Sri Lanka, at the beginning there were two big audit firms. There are many audit firms. One partner would be on the board of one company, and the other company would audit that company. This other partner would be board of the other company, and this company would be audited by the other company. So they protect each other's interests. Because in Bangladesh, mandatorily all auditors have to be changed once in 3 years. Sri Lanka, there is no mandation. Same auditor goes on, establishes a nice cozy relationship with the management, and then you can get a lot of things through. But the shareholders talk about it, but actually what happens is it's a major shareholder who decides on the auditor. They just reappoint and go on. At least there must be a change in auditors regularly so that there is some change.
And up next is a look at Action TV.
It is clear through the statements made by certain politicians during the past few days that the immaturity of certain politicians to accept the decisions of the Public Service Commission led to the series of unfortunate incidents which took place at the Vidyaloka Vidyalaya in Galle. When politicians attempt to influence decisions made by independent commissions, some trade union leaders have shown that they are adept at even circumventing the Public Service Commission. More examples of such incidents have been reported from Galle. In a backdrop where these trade union leaders have resorted to forcible action, a group of nurses of the Karapite Teaching Hospital launched a protest today against the status quo. The reason for the protest is an individual who received approval to work for a year on contract basis as a matron in a forcible manner. This individual has received the 1-year contract after having passed 60 years of age and having served for 2 years on assignment basis on the recommendations of the former Health Service Director and the permission of the former Secretary to the Ministry of Health. The former Secretary of the Ministry of Health was compelled to use the term assignment basis as the service extensions requested by the former Secretary to this individual were rejected by the Cabinet of Ministers and the Public Service Commission. While state administrative circulars do not include such a category and hence do not allow payments for such individuals, the former secretary has used a term covered under the approval of cabinet and paid a salary to the individual for 2 years. This individual who received these special benefits circumventing the state administrative circulars is deputy chairman of the Government Nursing Officers Association. When he completed the age of retirement on the 9th of July 2010, he was a matron of the Karapite Hospital. From the day of retirement until the 30th of last month, he carried out his duties as a matron on assignment basis. However, according to the circular issued by the Secretary to the Ministry of Health on the 21st of January 2012, all administrative decisions made by the said individual became invalid. According to this circular, members of the nursing staff who do not have disciplinary inquiries against them would carry out duties as ordinary nurses until the age of 64. It is the current Secretary of the Ministry of Health who opened this door for the Deputy Chairman of the Government Nursing Officers Association. This opportunity has been granted in a manner where he will be carrying out his duties for 81 days against the circular. Isn't this opportunity given to an individual who should be serving as an ordinary nurse to carry out duties as a matron against the guidelines of the nursing service? Secretary to the Ministry of Health, this is over to you.
And up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day.
A young Sri Lankan girl clinched the title for Best Figure at the 7th Asian Supermodel Contest in China recently.
Jayamali Irangika Vijayasuriya represented Sri Lanka in the Asian Supermodel Contest, which was held in Nani, China on the 29th of last month. The contest saw the participation of candidates from 14 Asian countries. Jayamali was among the top 10 finalists at the contest and clinched the title for Best Figure.
This was the first time Sri Lanka participated in this contest. Me and another participant represented Sri Lanka in this contest. I think this is a great victory for Sri Lanka. This country has a large population. I'm happy that someone like me could shine in that country.
20-year-old Jayamali, who is a resident of Kadawatha and a past pupil of the Basilica College in Wagama, had applied for the contest after seeing a newspaper advertisement.